Day of 6th January 2025, 11:15 p.m. David Morrow, a person sitting in the balcony of his apartment, was enjoying the views of Pacific Ocean, but it seems to fire with the ragging sparks, seeing that during just 1 hour, this fire got so much that the smoke completely hidden the mountain in the satellite view. It was done, but after a few hours after that, Eton Hurricane Kenneth Getty Scarball and San Fernando's area spread to the area when it started at 100 kilometers. The question arises that if the fire was first engaged in the Palisades, which is very close to the ocean, then how the fire spread from there in the opposite direction of the air? How did it spread 30 to 40 kilometers away from the air? Once again in the videos of Jumped. Nazarin, this fire has destroyed the area of total 38,000 acres or 150 square kilometer. More than 12,000 buildings and houses have been destroyed and 180,000 people have left their home. It is yet to be completely extinguished. During the production of this video, every possible attempt to extinguish the fire seems to fail. There are also special chemicals are also being thrown with the help of water bombers, but all the hard work is seen to be useless in front of nature, where there is a lack of water, due to which the fire hydrants were often lying vacant. Because of the firefighters and their equipment also got divided, and when the winds of are at 70 to 100 kilometers from above, this fire started to furious. The Los Angeles wildfront fire started to see the real reason for spreading the wildfire. How many times the first time has been attacked by the wildfires? If seen in the data of the last 25 years, then California has been a hot spot of wildfire. In the year 2003, Cedar Fire attacked to 73,000 acres in San Diego County. In November 2003, in 2017, the Tubus Fire burned 36,000 acres and also started again in the month of October. In 2017, Thomas Fire made 28,000 acres of ashes. This fire started in December and on 8th November 2018. The Camp Fire on 8th November 2018 burned 5 lakh acres and ended on 25th November after 17 days. Similarly, in 2020, Glass Fire attacked 67,000 acres and it also started in September and ended in October after the whole month if he looked at the dates of all these wildfires. If we go, one thing is very common among them, i.e. these wildfires are engaged in the winter month itself, and now the Los Angeles wildfire started in peak winters. So what is the reason that most of the wildfires in the history of California are only in the winters? The answer to this question is hidden in a phenomenon, which is called Santa Ana winds. Yes, Santa Ana winds are hot and dry winds that run during special metals and winters in Southern California and Baja California. In the east, there is only a desert far and wide, which is also called Mojave Desert or Great Basin. The sun's tapesh is heats up, due to which the pressure of the air here starts to increase. On the other hand, if it talks about Aussie cold and pressure is less, we had read in the 6th grade that the wind travels from high pressure towards low pressure. As much as there will be a difference in pressure, the faster the air will travel, and there is something similar here. From southeast California to Santa Ana, winds move rapidly towards ocean. These dry and hot winds can moisturize from wherever it passes, due to which this entire region becomes dry in this season. Shrubs are completely dried. Which are completely dried? Santa Ana winds, where the entire forest makes the entire forest fuel of wildfire. If the fire is caused by mistake, then strong winds are more interesting to this fire. Wildfire is out of control in the blink the wind in the direction is going. Wildfire should also spread in the same direction, but in the case of Los Angeles, it was seen to be completely opposite. The fire was first seen near Palisades, which is close to ocean, and later it spreads in the inland area. To understand the real reason why this is this, we have to understand an interesting phenomena called mountain wave rotor. The side of the mountain is called the side of the mountain on which the air collides direct. It is called leeward side. It is like that when the windward side stops the wind, a vortex affair arises on the leeward side and the wind goes round in this vortex, that is, the air direction over the mountain on the side. The direction of the wind under the mountain runs on the other side. In the case of Los Angeles, this phenomenon has a huge role. Palisades, where the fire reported first, is leeward side and the mountain is here due to the mountain wave rotor. The air was generated in the air opposite direction below the peak, which is the biggest reason for spreading the fire in the inland area. Once the wildfire increases too much, then it gives birth to a lot of strange phenomena. It is also very difficult. One of them is fire tornado. It is a rare and dangerous phenomenon which is made during intensity wildfires. It is like tornado, but only the fire and Garmil fire inside it, which is not believed by the fire and the air of Garmil immediately. Heat and pulls upwards. Due to the heat, the hot air rises up very fast and the cold air comes from the bottom to fill the place. This updraft creates a rotational motion that fires the surrounding dry bushes. Pulling in tornado makes the vortex even more panic. Now it starts to produce the air of itself by dominating the air running in the fire tornado area, which is also very difficult to guess the direction, but mostly there are chances that this will increase the wildfire on the top as well as the wildfire is a reality and due to the climate change. It is more frequency monitored in the coming years. Nowadays, with the help of artificial intelligence, the direction of spreading the fire with the help of artificial intelligence it is done, and then all this information is transported to the firefighters. Firefighters try to spray chemical sprays around it where the fire is not increased, but the firefighters in Los Angeles first control the fire of an area if the fire through the fire used to spread to another place. The first recorded wildfire in America's history was near Michigan in 187. This wildfire was 12 lakh acres of ash and 2,500 went to know with a Pago fire of 187. Today's Los Angeles wildfire is giving us a gesture that it is almost impossible to control the fire. But if we try to understand nature and try to walk according to it instead of fighting the climate change, then perhaps the series of fire may stop again. Hopefully this video of what, when, where will like and share you very much. Thank you to the love-filled comments.